So, how you feeling today, sir?
Yo, I'm feeling alright, man. You know, like, I'm not under the weather no more, so I'm good, man. You good?
Yeah, man, listen, first visual, you know what I'm saying?
First visual.
So, you gotta do this properly. What's going on? I am Quincy Valentine, and welcome to the Valentine Experience. I truly appreciate you guys coming back for a set experience. Episode 46.
46, man.
To my left is the insatiable, the incorrigible, the guy with the gray sweats on. Introduce
Yo,
yourself.
This is actually like an off-white, like a cream. It's not even... But yeah, it's your man, SouFside. Yo, we here, man. Valentine Experience.
Man, listen.
What's going on, man? How's your week been, man?
You want to ask me how my week been? You know what I'm saying? What my man still say, I do the hoochie coochie, my friend.
Yeah?
Nah, like it's been real good, honestly. Like, I've just kind of just been like flowing through the things. I got closure on a couple things.
Okay.
So life has been like just easily transitioning.
Gotcha.
And then getting to this place right now, we're at, like, if you said a year and a half ago we was gonna do a podcast,
Correct.
and we would be at the place where we're having a visual, like, I'm like, shit. No, like, no fucking way.
Nah, I'm definitely for you because, like I told you before we even started recording, I was like, yo, this is like my first time, your first time. It's not like it's the opposite.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
like
the first. It's like we both getting a cherry pop together.
Chill.
No, for real though. Nah, for real. Like it's just been an up and down roller coaster. Obviously, we've been gearing up for this for like 2 weeks, and like I thought about everything that I wanted to do, what I wanted to say, how I wanted to go about it, like what I wanted to wear, what I wanted to do, and it just kind of just like everything just kind of subsided, and then it just kind of just went into this place where I'm like, all right, this is something that we fucking do all the time.
Yeah,
it's
just without the camera.
Without the camera, but it's like everybody, like when they listen to the pod and they talk to you or they talk to me, they're like, oh, what does that person look like? Or what does this sound like? Or
how does somebody thought you was some light skinned nigga? I was just like, nah, my man, dark chocolate.
I'm dark chocolate. You know what I mean? I'm dark chocolate. It's the only difference is just that I'm a little eccentric. You know what I'm saying? A little eccentric.
I was surprised you came out here with the Timbs on.
Real New York?
The hat, yeah. I came real comfortable. I even took my shoes off, man.
I was like, you know what? Let me throw. I was feeling good last night. I had a nice. I had a great night.
I see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, from what you told me, you had your leg up like Captain Morgan, man.
I I've been being entertained as of lately, and it's been one of those things where I need it. Correct. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already knew my situation. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get that too much energy, but
definitely not too
like,
much.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
like,
I don't even think that. Do it need some energy?
Who, me?
Nah, I'm saying. Do it need some energy?
No. So, all right, boom. All right, cool. I'm gonna give you.
Before we actually get into what we talking about today, we gonna dive into that. Go ahead.
All right, so, boom. Dealing with Shorty. Shorty, instead of keeping it a stack, Shorty was like, Shorty's moving kind of funny. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? And I asked her, like, biggest thing is, like, if you want to step out, you want to do whatever, you dig what I'm saying? Like, do that. You feel me? But don't do that at my expense.
Facts.
You feel me? Like, you don't want to be with me, you don't want to deal with me like that. Guess what? You ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty looked me dead in the face and was like, nah, I ain't doing nothing with nobody else.
Yeah, I remember.
Yo,
I was even told that at one point when she came up to the crib.
She came to the crib, dropped the key off, and she was like, yo, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Right? So me, I'm changing all my handles on my social media, Got rid of, like, my old Twitter, created a new Twitter.
Got you.
So I created the new Twitter. Now, anybody that knows, for you out there, you feel me? Like, social media, as soon as you sign up for anything on social media says to you, people you may know. So Shorty's number was still in my contact list.
Correct.
Right? So I go, click the joint, it popped right up. It was like the first name, hit it.
What was the tweets like?
Oh, this shit's spicy. It was spicy. Nah, she was like legit, like Shorty was fucking off the whole time. You feel me? Like, and I'm just like, if you wanted to fuck off the whole time, you could have did that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just Just keep me out the mix.
Got you.
Now I wasn't fucking it no more, so it wasn't even that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
I just feel like when we get there, it's like really kind of hard to get off of it.
No.
Just that moment.
No. I wasn't even mad that she did it.
You was a little disappointed. Boom. Yeah.
You know why? Because it's like, you know me for like 12 years, nigga. Loyalty is everything, dog. So like people, that's loyalty. No, loyalty is really a real thing with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy that we possess when we like how we pod is literally the same energy we possess when we talk on a day to day. This ain't fake. This ain't foreign. Like you feel me saying? Yeah. So this is something that we really do. Yeah. So like anybody that know me, once you come in that circle, you close to me, you my brother. You're not anything else. I view you like the same niggas that came out my mama womb. Yeah. So like when I'm loyal to you, just be loyal. Correct. And guess what? You could have kept it all your stack and said, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking off. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I've been going for 8-9 months. You know what I'm saying? You ain't coming to see me. I'm getting my shit bust down. And that's it. You feel me? Like I wouldn't even be mad like if she would just told me like.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when does the honesty show up in relationships? Like.
But I
told you about them long distance relationships.
It wasn't even a long distance.
I told you. I said you know how that military shit go. Matter of fact, you didn't even know. I knew how that shit go. I had my my shares.
Nah, you know
it don't always work out how it's supposed to work out.
You know what it is?
And they get lonely.
That's fine.
And that's what I'm saying.
Let's get a teddy bear. Let's get a teddy bear.
Listen, she got her a light-skinned teddy bear.
Yeah. Listen, I feel like this. If you gonna do that, you gonna get you a joint. Yeah. Just make sure you better than me.
Correct.
That's it. Okay. That's it. And I feel like women feel the same thing. Like you feel me? Like the hardest line, I always say it, we laugh and all the time, but we up in the murder mommies up in Belize, but I still fuck a chicken head.
Like little C's.
Exactly. Yeah. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things like when niggas give you that energy or women give you that energy, and then they come and they shift it. You know what I'm saying? It's just different, but it's cool. Copy. You feel me? Like I look, fall about to be a good season.
Yeah,
man.
It should be. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good season. Fall is gonna be awesome. You know. I feel like October is gonna bring out a lot and a lot of people.
I mean, we're gonna be traveling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you got Puerto Rico coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, that's serious. Like, no.
Yo, how you feel about that?
I'm gonna say shout out to you. I know you gonna see this, but.
Yeah, shout out. But yeah, we gonna get into it. No. We gonna actually get into what we exactly talk about.
So like. Oh man,
where you
want to start, sir? Because I mean, listen, I'm feeling very positive. All right, cool. Let's start with vaccinated versus unvaccinated. How do you feel about that, sir?
Vaccinated versus unvaccinated. Well, listen, when you do your research, you just say, hey, like I'm good off that.
So you are opposed to getting vaccinated?
Yeah, like honestly, if it's not like if I end up in a hospital, God forbid, in some kind of way, and the doctors need to see me and say, hey, if we gotta operate on you, we gotta vaccinate you. I might have to sit on that shit for a while
and think about the vaccination.
Just think about the vaccination.
Why are you so opposed to vaccination?
Because like so many people get vaccinated, people that had COVID already, and I know family members, and just to see like even a lot of people that got vaccinated, they still end up getting COVID.
True, but they're saying studies show that if you get vaccinated, the likelihood of you dying or having more severe symptoms of COVID is very slim due to the fact that you're vaccinated.
Listen, how long this virus been going on for? Over a year?
About a year.
Going on 2?
About a year and a half.
I'm COVID free. Thank you, God.
I mean, but you're very cautious. I know that.
Everybody's supposed to be cautious. When you go to the bathroom, you're supposed to wash your hands. But how many motherfuckers go to the bathroom and just walk out?
I mean, there's times I went to stool, like I went to the, I went in the bathroom and motherfuckers literally walk out of the limo, and they just finished digging in their ass, and they ain't.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I feel like I'm being more cautious than those. Even some people that are being cautious, they probably just end up catching it, just probably off a slip up, or just depending on wherever the environment of work is, just catches them.
But what if you have someone that's very dear to you, right? And they have pre-existing conditions.
I just got off the phone with what's her name, and she said that she had COVID, and that was and then she works in the field. She works in the medical field.
I mean, I know, but okay. Prime example. My ex, like.
You gotta tell me which one you talking about, cause I can't keep up.
What you not gonna do? What you not gonna do?
Yeah, I'm just saying. You
like
say your ex. What year is
Well, I
this?
don't count Shorty from back just recently. So
Okay.
She don't even count. So my ex.
Okay.
So her best friend in the medical field had COVID. She was down for 20 days. You feel me? Couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. Respiratory system was failing. All that shit. And this is before the vaccination.
Yeah.
Now, like, I'm one of those people, like, I weigh the pros and the cons. I do the research on everything, and I'm not gonna be like, oh well, you know, I'm not gonna get vaccinated because of this, and I'm gonna get vaccinated because of this. It's like, honestly, I teeter depending on the day. Like, there's days I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna go get vaccinated. Then there's other days where I'm just like, I don't think that it's one of those things. My daughter literally just got over COVID, so it's just one of those things.
Yeah, you told me. My son, he went over COVID. His mom and all of them, they had COVID a few months ago. They good now, but just. I don't know. This shit is kind of confusing because it's like you don't know where to move. You don't know where to go. It's just like even if you just stopping at your local Walmart or Harris Teeter or
you don't know where it's gonna go.
You don't know what's going to happen. And then a lot of people say they've been wearing their masks. They've been hand sanitizing. It's just like I just feel like it's your body type.
Too. And then secondly is that how you feeding your body.
Yeah, how you treating your body. What you putting in your body. And you know me, I'm a fake ass vegan / vegetarian / pescatarian / I don't eat red meat. You already know I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork.
You the most
so
holistic.
I'm not really, you know. I don't know. I really just this is the first last week was the first time I've been sick in 2 years.
And I
was only sick for like 3 to 4 days. After Sunday, I was feeling good. Like you know what I mean. Like I didn't have like no chills, no nothing. I was feeling good. So
yeah, you're the most holistic, like non-holistic person I know.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, you have your remedies, you have all that. And the thing is, like, I think it's what you expose your body to. Like, little stuff, like, a lot of people don't understand that your body tells you what it needs if you listen to it correctly.
And I stay in the house a lot,
too. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's either that or you recording or you're at work. And the biggest thing is, like, a lot of people, like, the most simple thing in the world is to drink water. Your body's made up of a third of water. A lot of people don't even know the difference between being dehydrated and being hungry. Yeah. So like these are things that play into those intricate parts of like taking care of your body. Taking care of your body. So to get back into like the whole vaccination versus unvaccinated, like you have people like Nicki Minaj that has a huge following when it comes to social media and influence and all that stuff. Yeah. And she's very leery about the vaccination due to the fact that her cousin.
Yeah, she said her cousin, his maid couldn't get hard no more. Yeah, shit like that.
She said that
he got a vaccine. He got
listen, so I'm gonna be real with you. If you know that the vaccination could save your life, right? It could save your life.
But it can also kill
But no, hold on. But your Johnson can't get hard no more.
Nah, I'm sorry.
You're not. Are you getting vaxxed?
Nah.
Why not? It's gonna save your life.
Listen, I'm still breathing with it or without it. Right?
So you take
I'm not putting myself in circumstances to say, hey, damn.
So
I caught the COVID.
So he said to her, he basically told her, and this is what she said, that his balls swelled up. Yeah. And his balls swelled up.
What could be very truthful. Like,
and
it's gonna have side effects for a lot of people.
And his Johnson couldn't get hard no more.
Yeah. And he could sue, right? I'm pretty sure he could sue.
I mean, it depends.
I'm just saying.
Was it Johnson & Johnson? Was it Moderna? Who
like I said, they approved it, right? The FDA approved it.
Well, yeah, right? I think they approved one. I think that was Pfizer. Don't quote me on that, but I think you know what I'm saying. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was Pfizer.
I'm just saying if they approved it, and a lot of people like now we're gonna take. I even seen people like at sites, like at parking lots
around the corner from the house.
Yeah,
around the corner from the house, they literally have a site where like dude is literally like there's literally a line around the block and going down just to get the vaccination. But what I think is so crazy is that they're doing the American people by like saying, oh well, if you get vaccinated, we'll give you food. We'll give you fast food.
Like told you, even the schools is like that too. They were trying to vaccinate the kids and they're offering $100 to, get the kids vaccinated to the families of those students. That's funny.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I just feel like they pushing some agenda, like, and I just feel like it's gonna all come back and backfire in a way to like, I told you so.
I mean, you have stuff like this, and then people. The problem is with social media, right? And any other outlet out there is that they give half facts, and because they give half facts, and they know that American people don't go research a lot of stuff, right? Because that's the truth.
Nah, that is the truth.
Most people get their news from Shade Room.
Shade Room, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook is the #1 black source of the community, and everybody just
make it make sense
and goes over Facebook.
And that's what I'm saying. You got to make it make sense. And there's a lot of times like we sit there and we go, well, this information that we put out here, that we go about things and we do things, and we don't really do our due diligence and do our research. It's the same. It's the same thing when we look at articles, right? We read the headline of an article on like Facebook or something like that, and we just hit share instead of like reading in its full totality.
Yeah.
Because if we read in the full totality, that might be the clickbait, but the information that you're really looking for might be 2 or 3 paragraphs down.
Nah, you're right.
And that's the problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like you have all this misinformation. Like I'm gonna say your president.
Your president, nigga. That's everybody president. That's everybody president. Listen, did you vote?
I did.
So that's your president.
I mean, it might sound narcissistic, but I voted for myself.
You voted for yourself.
I wrote my own.
How do you vote for yourself?
I wrote my name in.
You wasn't a no polls.
It don't matter. I know that I was out there petitioning.
Yo, get the fuck out of here with that
no,
shit.
Seriously.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
No, I'm being funny. I'm being facetious. But seriously, it was the lesser of two evils, right? You had Trump, and you had Biden. Now,
you think some people like regret getting rid of Trump currently?
Listen.
Honestly, be so real. Like, do you honestly feel like a lot of people regretted not voting for Trump?
Look,
right now, like a lot of people.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you, right? This motherfucker, Trump, is probably the most racist motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
But he ain't never denied being who he was.
Yeah.
I respect somebody telling me who they are from the jump, then to get where they supposed to get, and then do the switcheroo. You feel me? Like Biden literally said, and I thought I was tweaking, so I said, let me go ahead and...
Cause you had hit me up about that shit. You was like, yo, you heard that little shit that
Biden
was
the
talking
sound
about?
Bite was
and I was like, nah, I didn't even hear it. Like, honestly, I told you, I've been sick. I've been chilling in the house, playing 2K, relaxing.
The sound bite that was so crazy. When he was like, you know how you prepare for hurricane season? He was like, making sure, and he was talking about the Gulf Coast, talking about all the states that
are everywhere
that are influenced by hurricanes. This motherfucker said, get vaccinated. How's a vaccination gonna help hurricane season?
Yo, he gotta sell it. He gotta sell it.
Nah, I'm not.
He like the Don King of a crisis.
I'm not.
Like, yo, he's like the Don King of crisis.
I'm
bro.
not with it.
Like honestly, I don't know, bro. You gotta really sit here and just think like, he was like, I don't know. Maybe he was serious. Maybe he wasn't serious. Maybe he was dead ass.
I feel like once you're in that place that the most prestigious office in the world, right? The free world. We're gonna say the free world. Free. I feel like you have to be very calculated on what you say and how you say it. And the problem is, we vote, and just humans in general, we go based off our feeling mind. We don't go off the logic.
Yeah.
So logically speaking, it told us that we shouldn't have voted for Trump. We shouldn't have voted for Biden. We should have voted for someone independently that had our general interests in mind.
Correct.
Problem is that we don't do our due diligence. We watch TV and we look at TikTok and all these different things, and because of that, we're influenced unknowingly. And because of that, we just go based on what everybody else premises.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people not engaged into what's really going on out here. And they're just going on about fake news and pretty much what they see their friends post or them scrolling on social media nowadays. Like, a lot of people are just not... I don't know. Maybe it's boring to them, or they just don't. They can't read. I don't want to call nobody illiterate, but hey, a lot of people gotta do their research, man.
All right, check this out. This right here, what is this?
That's definitely a computer in your hand.
So information, and I want to see. But you've been around me forever.
You gotta think about the Galaxy users and the Samsung users too. But it's hard out here.
No, but what I'm saying is you have a supercomputer in your hand, right? Or a supercomputer in your pocket, or whatever, right? This information is obtainable at any moment in your
But you know the people want to just look at the bullshit, man.
Negativity sells, baby. Yeah. Sex sells. You feel me? We more concerned about if Russell Wilson has an illegitimate kid than if someone got killed over in Afghanistan. Yeah. Make it make sense.
I haven't heard shit about the Taliban.
It's still around.
I'm saying I haven't heard.
It's not front page news.
Yeah,
no more.
It's not front page news no more.
Because you're not looking for it, and that's the problem. Like, I mean, the information is like they'll put it out there for 2 seconds, and then think about it like this. This is not the first crisis they try to throw on us. You remember Ebola?
Yeah.
Ebola was around for 2 days.
Ebola lasts for a week in Harlem.
And that's what I'm saying. So it was only around for 2 days, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the test.
And I was in New York actually the week when they was talking about Ebola and that shit was going on. I actually went to go visit. I was with my cousin and shit. We was doing some job. Peter, my cousin, man, Poe. But yeah, we was doing a fucking job out there, and literally the week of, they was talking about the guy in the apartment having the Ebola and all of that other shit. Yeah, bro, I was literally in Harlem when they was talking about that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. It's always an agenda. It's always before it was swine flu.
Yeah, swine flu.
You know so
what happened to all of this shit? I remember swine flu. Damn, we stupid.
But that's what I'm. But this
I remember swine flu. What happened to the swine flu?
But this is the American people. But the thing is, it's fear mongering.
Yeah,
it's fear mongering because they know that they have to have a general enemy, right? So COVID is the general enemy, right? And the only way that you can get people to get behind things is say, hey, listen, multiple people are dying of this particular disease.
Yeah.
And they've been dying for X amount of time, right? And two things can be right. COVID does exist, and multiple people died of COVID, right?
Yeah.
But also understand that there's somebody already on respiratory that's sitting in the hospital, or they need a transplant, or their kidney's failing, and then they contract COVID, and that kills them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't COVID that killed them. It's just that their immune system was already going down, and then that just was the icing on the cake. So a lot of people is how they conceptualize things and how they look at it. They're like, well, COVID's killed I think it's 500,000 people as of last year or something.
Yeah.
Since from last year to now.
A lot of cases are coming up in these schools too, especially in a lot of high schools, elementary, middle schools. Cases is coming since school started. They've been going up. And
that's what it's saying. Georgia, for example, the first 2 weeks they opened, there was 4,000 new cases. So why would you put the kids back in there? But then the other part is that if you take these kids out of schools, they have no social skills. The kids that we have now have no social skills as is, right? So they're inherently awkward. They don't know how to have conversations. They don't know how to break the ice. The stuff that we used to do when we were younger, we used to go outside, and because we used to go outside and we used to kick it, right? We learned how to walk throughout society. The problem is now is that a lot of these kids don't know how to have they're inherently awkward. So they don't know how to have real connection with people.
They don't know how to adapt in a room if they're away from their parents for a couple minutes.
And it's not, and you know what's so crazy? I don't even just think it's kids. It's adults too.
Yeah.
Because think about it like this, a lot of the stuff that we're going on right now, I'm 35. You feel me? So because I'm 35 years old, bro, I've learned, I was on the cusp of when everything kind of just changed over. I was 14. I had a beeper. You know what I'm saying?
You had a beeper at 14?
I had a beeper at 14.
Who the fuck is you?
So I had a beeper at 14.
Who the fuck is you? You had a beeper at 14.
Yo.
I never had a beeper.
And the crazy thing is I had a beeper and only 3 girls had my number. And my mom used to
I think the beeper era though, because I remember my pop, he had a beeper. I remember seeing him with a beeper before. And that's probably the only thing I remember. But yeah, like I remember, like that's how young I was. So when you talking about a beeper, you said a beeper at 14. I'm just like
that was 2000.
Like that was 2000. I used to always see them in the stores, like the different color ones, lime green ones, like all different color beepers. But I never actually had a beeper, like never. Like I actually, my first phone was a Nokia. You know the brick shit.
Oh yeah.
I had that. Then I upgraded from a Razor. Now you remember the Razors?
I ain't had no Razor.
You remember the flip phone Razors?
I ain't had.
Never had one. What you had?
So first phone I had was it was a Sprint joint. I used to flip up. It was red, right? And then I remember the only ringer I had on there was "Follow Me" by Usher off the Confessions album. Right, nigga. You know I always been an R&B nigga.
So you had wait. How you get a? So you had like the little quick second ringtone, because niggas wasn't making ringtones.
I wasn't making ringtones.
Bleep days.
And then
so
when
everybody was copping the bleeps and the boosts and shit, the next tone flips, like that's when the real ringtones started coming.
Exactly. So then I went from that to the motherfucking it was like some it wasn't a sidekick, it was a slide up joint. It was a QWERTY keyboard. Up. And it was before the side.
I know what you,
it was before the yeah.
I think you talking about the G1s and all that.
I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a sidekick yet.
It wasn't a sidekick. Before the sidekick came, they had them G1. Remember the G1?
I know
the Bozo niggas had G1. So my brother had one.
I never had one.
My brother had one. He was a Bozo for having that phone. It was like some G1 type shit. I know you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And then I got that, and then the next one was, cause I had got that. That was like 2006.
2006, I still had a bleep 2006.
So if it was 2006, I had a Nextel for a little bit. Yeah, that got me in a lot of trouble. That got me in a lot of trouble. My Nextels got me in a lot of trouble.
The sidekicks and shit, they started coming to like a year or two later, right?
And when everybody had and then everybody had the Blackberries. When everybody went Blackberry,
my Blackberry was everything. I'm mad that Blackberries is like, I had the Blackberry Bold. Clicking. Like my text game was elite.
I was about to get to that. So
elite.
Alright, so we're gonna get to text game. So, then I went iPhone. iPhone 07. Yeah. I had the very first iPhone. Me and my shorty at the time, we paid outright. It was like $700. We only had.
This is crazy.
It only had 4 gigs of storage. For the people that really had iPhones in the beginning, y'all gotta understand. 4 gigs of storage, no app store.
And
you couldn't even send pictures. You had to send it through email.
You know who had an iPhone that I knew in Lincoln at the time? Kyla. She was the only person in school with an iPhone. You know what I'm talking.
Hi, Kyla.
Yeah.
How you?
Yeah, what up, Kyla? Yeah. She is the only one that had an iPhone that I knew of in Lincoln. Everybody still had the sidekick going crazy. Some people might, still had a BlackBerry, but yeah, like
that's crazy. So since you was talking about text, so we was in the car. We was driving up here to the stew, and like he was on the phone, and I asked somebody. I was like, "Yo, do you recycle text messages?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Nah, but I keep everything." And she was like, "What about you? Do you recycle text messages?" And I thought about it, and I was like, "I do."
What's the point?
I recycle text messages. All right, so like, say you having a conversation, right?
Yeah.
And it's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
It's the fishing.
Yeah.
Right? So that you fish. You see what kind of response you gonna get.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, nah. Recycling text messages I think should be a thing.
Recycling text messages.
Yeah.
How do you recycle a text message?
I mean, if you thought what you said was so fly.
When you recycle a text, my definition of recycling a text message is swiping left, pushing delete, and it's out of here.
No, recycling a text message is like, yo, you said some dope ass shit. This might have been to the homie. This might be to your little joint.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
And this joint might have been dope and fly.
Oh, so you mean, yo, blasey, blasey, blah, girl 1. Blasey, blasey, blah, girl 2. But the same shit.
But you gotta give it the same energy, but you gotta shift it a little bit.
Yeah, got
so you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think you like recycling text messages. Right? You think that should be a thing?
I've done it.
I mean, let me ask you a question.
I think it should be a thing for all players. Like you said, players adapt. You know what I'm saying? So I think it should be a thing.
I'm not
for
a player.
All players.
I'm not a player.
I'm saying not currently. Whatever the fuck you want to call what you is right now.
I'm Mr. Valentine.
I'm just saying. All right, that's fine.
That's it. That's all
fine.
I am.
But I'm saying in your prime, my prime, like everybody does it. Anybody that gets women, recycle some things, depending on how you cared about that particular person.
Nah, I mean, I just think that like recycling text messages is like, it's like, I didn't think that was like one of those things. I watched my cousin like as I was young, and like he was a sip.
He was a sip,
and I knew every.
Shout out to all the sip niggas because I'm not one of them. But yeah, go ahead.
He was a sip, and no, there's people. Let me clarify. There's people in my space that've been in my space that I care deeply about, that I've cared deeply about.
Gotcha.
But once you're not in that space, it's a different energy. It's a different energy, and you know what's so crazy is like, I had a woman the other day. I'm not gonna say anything, but I had a woman the other day.
You ain't got to. It's fine.
I had a woman the other day tell me that I'm very off, but like she was like, yo, you tap into your feminine energy. She was like, you very into yourself. She was like, you very just, you know what I'm saying? She's like, you always feeling yourself, and she's like, it's a turn on, but at the same time, she's like, I don't know if I could deal with somebody that's prettier than me, like wants to be prettier than me, like adapts to being prettier than me, subscribes to being prettier than me, and I was like,
there's no competition,
and I was like,
there's no competition, my brother. You gotta slow down.
And I said,
you gotta slow down.
There's always competition.
No, it's not. I had a friend that was the same way. A couple years back, we not friends no more, but she was dating a guy, and like they were always in competition, bro.
What you mean?
All the time, like always from the get-ups to talking about how good they feel, how good they look.
I mean, look.
And that was the issue in the relationship.
What? That really broke them?
Yeah.
Because he was too pretty?
No, they were just in competition. They were trying to step on each other.
I mean, I feel like if you walk out the door, you look a certain way, you feel a certain way.
I don't give a fuck.
But I
know my image looks fine. I know my attitude is beautiful. I know my aura is beautiful. I know everything about me. So
speak that, young king.
I'm not gonna, nigga. I could have on a $2 shirt and a $20 hat and still feel like the man. You feel me?
$6.
I'm just saying. But look. You like being pretty.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Look how you came today. Look, he had to make.
Who, me?
Yo, what's the nigga from?
What he said, oh my God.
Yo, I'm dead.
Wow.
You want some Superfly shit?
Nah, I really feel like, you know how, like, anybody that's known Booby, anybody that's known,
yo,
like,
this nigga's wild.
I'm definitely, bro. You have not seen the like how I'm really about to give it up. The rest of this year,
man.
But I was down bad 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I found myself, but there was somebody blocking.
Okay.
And then now that person not blocking. So now I'm fully who I am, what I am, and I fully accept it.
Correct.
It's just what it is, and I'm flourishing in that.
But that's just the way of life.
That's just how it goes in life, and that's just, I think it's like it's time, nutrition, all the things that you go through, the trials and tribulations, and then like understanding that like pain is like it's inevitable. Suffering is a choice. You like that, right?
I like that. I may have to write that on my list.
You like that? See, suffering is a choice, and it's kind of I want to break that how that works, right? So, pain is inevitable, right? The things that you go through life, it's like that's how you gauge what you want to deal with and what you don't want to deal with throughout life, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, if someone hurts you, you understand that person has the capability of getting to you in a certain way. Right?
I totally agree.
Okay, so once they do that, either you can wallow in it and suffer, or you can choose to remove yourself. Once you remove yourself, now you no longer suffer. Now the pain goes away. So those things that we kind of hold dear and feel like it's worth going through, and feeling like that pain is worth it because the suffering is eventually gonna subside.
Yeah,
it's not worth it. And the thing is, like, your mental.
When did you come to this?
Oh man,
conclusion?
listen.
Like, when did you
really
wrap your mind up and say, hey, like, this is what it is?
I think between talking to you, and just really understanding like where I'm at in life and where I want to go, where I want this podcast to go, how I want our brand to grow, how I want to be a father, how like I say it all the time.
You are a father.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
You want to be a father. You want to have
I'm
another
a daddy.
kid. You want to have another kid.
If I have the right woman.
At 35.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be pushing the stroller at 40.
Either that, either I'm gonna be a daddy or I'm gonna be a zaddy.
You could be a stepdaddy.
Man, listen.
Look, Brittany out here looking for stepdaddies.
We're not even gonna get into that. Yet. We're not gonna get into that. But no, seriously, like you gotta. I think more so. Getting back to that is just really understanding, like, you gotta understand self-worth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Understanding self-worth and understand that, you know, people are not gonna respect you the way you respect yourself, and they view you based on how you view yourself.
Definitely.
So like respecting yourself is like the biggest thing, and understanding what you bring to the table.
Yeah, respect goes a long way.
And a lot of things is that a lot of people are not comfortable with themselves in their own skin.
Yeah.
So they allow people to dictate to them what they're supposed to be.
A lot of people are not comfortable with themselves.
And that's the thing.
And that's crazy.
And like I think COVID, if COVID didn't teach me anything when they locked everything down, COVID said I have to do something else with my voice and my time. And the thing is, that's when the idea of like the Valentine experience started to build and grow.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, how do I manufacture this? How do I put it out there? And then when I plateaued, I was like, okay, how can I make this grow? And then that's when you came in the picture. So it's just one of those things, like you got to conceptualize and understand who you are. That only comes with time and attrition, understanding who you are. A lot of people don't understand themselves. A lot of people can't be comfortable with themselves. There's this girl that she be like, oh, what's up? Let's kick it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nigga, don't you want to stay in the house? Don't you want to go do something with yourself? Like, I don't want to kick it with you.
But that's the thing.
But
too,
people are not comfortable with their thoughts.
A lot of people are not.
No.
And I really had, as like, you know what's crazy? Once I've been coming across a lot of older crowds, and a lot are not comfortable.
No.
And I'm here where I'm at 29, bro. At 29, I'm like, I feel like I'm a little more polished and more fixed, and I'm aware of everything. And this is some people that's still not there yet.
Listen,
they still not there yet, and I'm scared for myself because I'm like, damn, like I'm approaching 30, you know, and I know 30. I feel like I said the other day to you, I feel like 30 is like the emotional years for a lot of people. Like your mind starts going, everything it just starts flustering, and you just kind of, because each year is like
is reminding you that the thing is, like with time is infinite, right? So time continues to go whether you don't. And people don't get that part. So, with that being said, you are only allowed it. The spiritual realm says, hey, listen, Ty, you only get 90 years to live. Right? What you do with your 90 years is totally up to you. Right? A lot of people get envious and jealous because they don't utilize those 24 hours the way they need to utilize it to be better. Right? And then they blame everybody else around them for not reaching their goals. You know what I'm saying? I think the way the world is put together is that there are the masses to lift up the exceptional. So they're only, and when I say the exceptional, the few exceptional, there's 7.8 billion people that's on this earth as of right now. People are being born every second and people are dying every second, right? So that's just the average. With that being said, you have the exceptional. The people that become household names, the people that utilize their skill set to change the world consistently, right? Those are the exceptional. And then everybody else is under. They're trying to figure out exactly how to become the exceptional.
And I think I was there once upon a time.
What?
I feel like I was under.
Do you feel like you're exceptional? Do you feel like you're on the precipice of being that, like, or
I feel like whatever I put my mind to, honestly, I can, like, you know, like the sky's the limit. And, like, I'm never, like, I used to doubt myself in a lot of shit.
Why?
Because I felt like I wasn't smart enough to achieve it. Like, I didn't at that time, I was, like, I was focusing on other shit that wasn't important. And now I'm at a point where my mind and my mental, I could care less if that person calls me, or this person come check on me, or this person asks me if I'm okay. Like, I'm at peace here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I feel like in a lot of my relationships throughout the year, they be like, you act like nothing bothers you, nothing this. I'm like, because, like, right now where I'm at, you can't bother me. Do you feel
like you were complacent in life, and you feel like that you fully had not grasped what that looks like for you?
Yeah, and in them times. And definitely in those times, I feel like right now I know what I want for myself. I know what I want for my kids. and I know I want for my family in general, and I know I don't want no more kids.
Yeah. I be entertaining those.
Like, bro, I hate conversations with people and they get into talk about that shit, and the shit drives me nuts because I'm
past that.
I'm like past that. Like, I don't even like. I say yo to this point. I say yo, I'm gonna let you talk. Not even cut you off.
Go ahead, bro.
I say to people, I be like, yo, kids are fucking annoying. I say I love my kids, but everybody else kids, like if I gotta watch them, you gotta give me something on the side. You gotta give me. You gotta bring me home. You gotta bring me an 8 for something. Like deal with your kid. I gotta smoke on this one.
Yo, your kids.
My point exactly.
Is up.
My point exactly.
Like, bro, between that and then I've seen your kids and then my kid, bro, she just be questioning everything I say. Like, I'll be looking at her, I'll be like, yo, kid. Like, yo, what's wrong?
Kid.
Yo, no, I call her kid.
Yo, kid.
I'm like, yo. She gonna be like, she looks at me. I said, I text her, I was like, daughter. She sends me a voice note. What is it that you need? I'm like,
where'd she get that from?
Right? So I was like this. So I started laughing. I was like, what's up? She's like, Daddy, you just keep sending me random messages, and I want to understand what you want to talk about. I'm clearly busy.
Yo, I think that's beautiful, bro.
Bro, but she's 7 years old.
7 years.
You gonna see her today, dog?
Bro.
She's different, but like, she's in a magnet school, bro. She's like one of the top students in the school, bro, at her age, and it's just, and like, people, like, I seen this meme the other day, and it was just like, it said something to the effect, it was like, yo, my kid is so smart, and then they be like, what's your name? And it said, Jiggy Nugget. And I just died because I can think about 3 girls I dealt with, they used to party all the time, right? And then when the kid, they be like, yeah, they know her name. And they be like this, and it just be like, and the kid be like 4 or 5.
I feel so bad for kids like that, bro. Cause I remember I seen this one dude. His daughter was like 4, and she couldn't speak no parts of English. Like she couldn't, like I wouldn't even say English. She couldn't hold the, she couldn't articulate. She couldn't sit there and just hold the conversation.
Wow.
You seen Cameron?
You
seen Cameron,
man. Listen,
Cameron is like, she had like a grown woman and she only 4. But when she acts like a kid, she acts like a kid, and it's like she'll come to me every day and just talk to me. She understands the little funny jokes that I throw in.
She be like, Daddy.
Like, yo, literally, this shit is crazy. And then when I see other, I be feeling bad. I'm like, yo, I really didn't. Like, I feel like I did my work, and I still got work to do because there's still some things that she got to brush up on. But at the same time, like, oh, but
you're present.
Yeah,
you're present, and that's the. I think kids pick up on that. Like when your kid is being present, when the father's being present, it changes the kid's dynamic. Yeah, completely.
Like definitely. I've said that too, cause a lot of females I know, they got a single family home and they trying to find a way. They trying to find a way, brother.
To get a stepdaddy?
To get a stepdaddy, to get somebody just to be there, probably a houseman nanny. That you could get someone to side with. Like, it's crazy. But nah, I feel for my sisters out here that's out here doing it by themselves.
Doing it by themselves, man.
I really, keep doing y'all, man. And if y'all find y'all a solid guy to, take that responsibility, by all means.
How would you feel? How would you feel if you decide you don't want to deal with your significant other anymore? And she wants to have a new guy around.
That's fine with me. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna make somebody be somewhere that they don't want to be.
I mean,
I'm not gonna hold I can fight. Yeah.
Would you fight for the family or?
Yeah, you see me fighting there? I done got locked up for the family. Exactly. So I don't want to hear none of that.
I feel like I don't know, like my daughter's mother, she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And like,
I don't know, maybe I should have picked that route starting out, but I looked at it like this.
Look.
I'm one of the only people in my family that I can stand on right now and say I never walked away.
Nah, I didn't walk away.
Pretty much, I've never walked away. Regardless of what I did, I never walked away.
But
I took it what it was, and I took it on the chin, no homo, and just left it for what it was. I'm just saying.
Pause.
I'm just saying.
Nah.
I'm speaking real shit.
No, but that's real shit. But then you look at it like we literally have 2 different dynamics, and it's literally the same thing. So me and my daughter's mother, we weren't cool for years. Yeah. Now me and her homies.
Yeah, you feel me? And that's good. And I always told you, I was always telling you, yo, fix that.
That's
shit.
That's my homie now. You feel me? Like I can laugh and joke with her now, kiki.
And that
all
shit
that
might bother a lot of women too.
What?
That y'all good?
That we good?
Yeah.
Man, listen. I think that me and my baby mom became cool because we understood like it's not about us no more.
Mm-hmm.
It's about that one. And like she literally, my daughter was like, Daddy, like, you know, you need to come to my house more and do this. And like I'm having conversations with her and I'm realizing like, yo, my kid right, like, you feel me? Like I'm an hour and a half away, like that shit ain't gonna do nothing to me. Like let me go ahead and just drop off and go to the house. I just hated going over there because the energy with my baby moms is so like awkward. You feel me?
You wanted
like,
to avoid that shit.
Like it was like avoiding that shit. She always had little slick shit to say.
But that's
like,
dumb.
You know
how that go.
But
I
now,
deal with it on a daily.
But somebody taking.
Come on.
But somebody taking my daughter's mother to Pound Town now. I'm cool, bro.
Yo, you fine with that?
I'm nice.
Of course.
I am
that's
great with it.
And I'm glad you there.
Great with that.
I'm glad you there because I've been there for a while.
Look. I'll be like,
I've been there for a while. She done got 4 or 5 other picnics walking around. So you get what I'm saying?
Yo, but some niggas will be like, yo, I had my mans. He was like, yo, I can't picture somebody fucking my baby moms. Nigga, if I could go in the room and cheer him on, I would. Boombaye, kill that shit, nigga. Kill it.
Nah.
Kill it.
Nah.
Kill it.
Nah.
Kill it. You know why? Because he's clearly making her happy.
Yeah.
And her being happy.
But that's what I just finished saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying.
Nigga, you can fuck my baby
if you
mom.
saying I'm such a bad guy, but in times I care, but in this area I suck.
Go find a nigga
if he
that
can
love
fix
you.
it.
That's what I'm saying. Look, and you know what?
Do.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? She was having a FaceTime call, and I was walking downstairs, and she was like, "Oh, let me call you back." I said, "Yo, chill, pimpin'. You ain't got to stop. You ain't got to stop what you doing for me. Go ahead, talk to that nigga." I said, "Yo, cause look, I'm like this. I'm talking to my daughter. I'm upstairs, and she's like, and I hear her laughing, and my daughter looks at me, and she goes, "Daddy," she's talking to her boyfriend. Inserts boyfriend's name.
Damn.
My daughter said that.
Damn.
And then she looks at me and she goes, "You should get a girlfriend, Daddy." And I was like, "I should, right?"
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, so I started laughing, and she was like, and then she looks at me again and she goes, "Daddy, you have a girlfriend?" And I was like, "No, baby."
Nah.
She said, then she goes, "Daddy, do you have girlfriends?"
Girlfriends. You got lady friends.
And I said, and then I started laughing, and my phone starts to ring. So she looks over and she sees the picture. So she slides it up and she goes, "Who are you?" And then she said, "Hi."
Who said that? The person on the phone? And what happened? She got.
And then my daughter looked at her and she was like, "Daddy, who's that?" And I was like, "That's Daddy's friend." And then she goes, "Okay." And then she walks downstairs. Damn. And I was like, and I started laughing. And then she was like, and then it was like 2 weeks ago. So I'm out driving. And I'm just like bumping music or whatever. She FaceTimed me. She goes, "Daddy, what are you doing?" I said, "Nothing, baby. What's up?" She said, "I know you on a date." So I was like, I said, "Your daddy don't go on dates."
I know you on a date, Daddy.
So
don't fucking lie to me.
So I said, "No, baby, I'm not on a date." She said, "Show me the passenger seat."
Show me the passenger seat.
I said, "Nobody's sitting in the seat."
Yo, who she be around to talk like that?
She literally said,
"Show me the passenger seat."
Yeah, she said, "Show me the passenger seat." No exaggeration. So I'm like, I showed the passenger seat. She's like, "You probably just dropped her off." Nigga.
Her mother.
Nigga.
That's her mother. Huh?
Man, listen.
That's
her mother,
listen.
Listen. Look.
You probably just dropped her off. Yeah.
Listen, look.
She on your ass.
Who? My daughter?
As your daughter get older, good luck, brother.
Bro, you know what's so crazy?
Is she got a mindset like you and probably an attitude like her mom's. I don't even know her mom.
No, her mom's.
Her
mom got a nasty attitude.
It's over for you.
Who, me?
It's over for
you.
Look,
I'm gonna tell her.
You got somebody on your hands.
No, that's why I'm gonna tell her.
For real.
I tell her.
Then when it's time for her to date, you gotta be on her ass the same way she was on your ass.
But see, I think she got a lot of me in her.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think I'm not scared then.
Okay.
I'm not scared then.
That's how I am with my kids.
No, you know why? Because she got a lot of.
Be the same way too.
That's what I'm saying. She got a lot of me in her, and if she got a lot of me in her, oh, it's up. It's up because like you ain't gonna be able to just tell her anything. You're not gonna just be able to tell her anything. She's just gonna look at you, and she gonna be like, "Oh yeah." And I already told her. I was talking to her one day, and she was like, I was like, da 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 da. She was like, "Oh, okay, Daddy," and I was like, "You could love Daddy, you know that, right?" She said, "Yeah, I know. I love you, Daddy." I said, "Don't love niggas like Daddy."
Facts. That's facts.
And she looked at me. She looked at me like, what? And I was like I'm explaining to you later.
It's like us come a dime a dozen. We got some good, we got some bad, but we us. You know what I mean? But you don't want I would never want my daughter to ever
a nigga
even I would never want my son to date somebody like his mom. Facts.
Alright, I get what you're saying. Alright, cool.
Facts.
Cool. I was like, I
think about it.
I got lost for a moment.
Think about it. Just think about it. I'm telling you.
I got lost for a moment, and I was just like, oh shit, yeah.
I'm honestly. Think about your position, like our position, and what we have to deal with. We get the ugly, the bad, the good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't want my son doing that. I don't want both of my sons dealing with that. I want my sons to get somebody that they know for sure, like, that's giving them that energy both ways. Like, honestly, like, real outspoken woman, could still be loving and caring, affectionate, emotional, all of that.
You want all that?
Yeah, I will always want them to experience what they want, my nigga. Honestly, never strive for anything lower. Like, you're gonna have to always test the waters and, figure it out. But at the same time, the same way how I don't want that for my sons. I want my sons to find somebody totally different. Somebody that's gonna, like, really push them and do, out the box shit. Like, you feel me?
Listen, I'm be real. If I ever have a son, I want him to end up with a hoe.
Why?
Hoes don't lie.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You could listen, and if he's comfortable with a hoe, that's fine too.
Hoes don't lie.
But I'm saying if he's comfortable with that, if that's something that he likes,
we've learned,
and he likes it how he likes it, by all means, son, do your thing, but protect yourself. Make sure you don't put yourself in a position to where you can't say, "Damn, I can't get medication for that."
I mean, you could get medication for anything.
No, I'm saying, but as far as expensive medication,
nigga,
with
motherfucking Medicaid, they'll pay for that shit, and they give you an apartment.
Medicaid do not pay for HIV medication or AIDS. They don't cover all expenses.
Shit, they pay everything but $20.
They don't cover.
They pay everything but $20.
If they can't give you,
I got a sister, and I got a brother. One that he already said it. He already said that he's that way.
Yeah, we know.
So we already put it out there. So he's already said that. So he's been.
That's what I'm saying. How's he living his lifestyle?
But he's been living with that shit for the last 5 years.
All right. So and I'm pretty sure he had some scares. I'm pretty sure he had some scares.
I mean, look. At this point, what more can scare you? He already got the HIV. There ain't not much. There's nothing more that can scare him. Nah, this something that my brothers actively said. So like,
I said it.
Yeah, my brother went on social media and said it. So like, I'm not even impressed. That's why I have a different understanding of it. Because it's like, you feel me? I'm be real with you. Life ever got that bad, nigga? If you had to choose between HIV and cancer, nigga, I would choose HIV. Cause you have a longer chance of living with HIV than cancer.
Beat cancer.
Since when?
You could beat cancer.
Nigga, cancer go into remission for like 2 years and come back and kill you.
But HIV lives. HIV lives.
I give you one name. Magic Johnson.
You can, but look how long. Look what this.
He been living for 30 years.
All right, but look without the money and everything, the good doctors that he had, I don't think Magic would have this.
But what I'm saying is, I have a friend literally. She told me when we was 17 that she had it. She's now 35.
Cause she probably took care of.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not a death sentence no more.
It's not a death sentence. It's never been a death sentence. Just wasn't enough research and a lot of people going.
People are stupid, and that goes back to like
a lot of false advertisement on all of these shows.
They said it was a gay disease.
Yeah,
and I think that's the furthest thing from the truth. And the thing is, like, back to American people, we think with our feeling brain. We don't think with logic. We don't do our research. Yeah. Like in the 80s, they told us carbs help us lose weight.
Yeah.
This is honestly true fact. Anybody, you can go look at your computer, you pull out your phone. They said that carbs help you lose weight. Mm-hmm. You know, bacon didn't become a national phenomenon until like the early to mid 80s.
Yeah.
And the only reason why it became a phenomenon because the manufacturing companies didn't know what to do with the extra meat.
Yeah.
Like people always ate bacon, but it became a national phenomenon.
Yeah.
In the early to mid 80s. So like this is stuff that they threw on us. Like even like, and it goes back to research. Like people like, oh, stand for the flag. Like, do you know that they charge the military? Like the NFL charges the military to go ahead and to brandish the flag. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if it was really about being patriotic and all this stuff, you wouldn't charge them.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. It's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and these things. But it's pushing. It's always pushing an agenda.
Yeah,
it's always pushing an agenda.
With the Most High.
Man, listen. I'm not even gonna continue to ride on that.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna continue get me going down a rabbit hole. So, we watch sports. We watch sports shows. My favorite show, like when I watch anything, is Uncle Shay and Skip Bayless.
Yeah, love Uncle.
I love Undisputed.
Love Undisputed. I watch that shit every motherfucking
And
day.
before there was Undisputed, there was Cold Pizza.
Yeah.
Right, with Skip Bayless by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then it later on became, First Take. And it wasn't First Take, it was First and 10. Mm-hmm. See, a lot of people don't even know that. It was called First and 10 first, and then it became First Take.
Yeah.
Now, when it became First Take, they had got rid of Stephen A. Stephen A was gone. They had to renegotiate his contract and then bring him back.
Yeah.
Right? Now, Stephen A
is the man.
Now he's the man.
He's the man.
And with being the man comes other things.
Mm-hmm.
So as of recently, you know what I'm saying, you found out that Max Kellerman is no longer on, you know what I'm saying, like First Take.
Yeah, First Take.
And the reason why is because Stephen A, there was rumors out there that Stephen A didn't want him on the show anymore.
But I always felt that way though. Like I just off of the shit that what comes out of Max's mouth. Sometimes I think it's comedy.
Okay.
Half of the time
we have two different views.
Half of the time I think it's stupidity and just not being knowledgeable.
Mm. Okay.
And I don't know. I just feel like they would never, like, no disrespect to Stephen A. and like Max Kellerman, but it would never, like, Skip and Shannon just got it on lock, bro.
Okay.
Like, just as far as the chemistry and how they compliment both of each other, it's just like, yo, it's like us. It's like a dynamic duo, bro. Like, it's just like you can never, like, even if Stephen A goes off and does his own, because he already has his own show already. Of course. Even if he finds a co-host to his show, like, I don't think it would still be like a Undisputed. Like, nothing right now on no ESPN show right now, anything in sports media can top what Skip and Shannon is doing.
Okay. I think, and this is real, I think Stephen A is...
I think Stephen A is full of himself.
Brilliant.
I think he's a brilliant man.
I think he's brilliant. I think he's extremely articulate.
Yeah.
He's very vigilant. He's very calculated on what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Max Kellerman is just as calculated. And he's just as articulate.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just as vigilant. And the thing is, because even though they don't speak the same verbiage, they're very much alike.
But yeah, then he come from like the boxing world of that's what I'm saying.
So like
he knows what he's
that's what I'm
about.
saying. So like when he does when Max get out there and he starts talking, Max ain't doing like how Skip do. Skip be like, fuck LeBron James.
Yeah, Skip don't give
like
a
that,
fuck.
and that's Skip.
I feel like Max is kind of like trying to watch what he says. I don't know.
No, and what Max is like, this is why LeBron James is better.
Yeah,
LeBron James is better because.
But
he's top 10 assists.
That's what I'm saying.
He gives you facts.
Yeah, he gives you
so,
facts.
like, if I give you facts, and I say this is the reason why he's better, and Stephen A is like, damn, I really ain't got no rebuttal for that. Versus when fucking Skip get up there and be like, LeBron James.
But you already know how he feel about LeBron. That's what I'm saying. You know how he feel about LeBron. Like, overall, for the years of that shot that Ray Allen hit, he never felt the same after that. That's why he felt like Ray Allen saved his legacy. He felt like LeBron is not the GOAT. And it's a lot. Like, you still got to give LeBron his respect, and Max Kellerman does it.
And that's
why I feel like the show is like, it's not always like a blow for blow kind of show, because Max is gonna speak facts.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a consistent up and down.
Yeah.
So like, I think bringing, I believe what Stephen A said, bringing new people in and start flushing it out with new blood is gonna make the show better.
Yeah, definitely.
But
definitely, that's why what's that? First things first. That's why that shit moving like that.
That's what I'm saying. But I get that because they got rid of Chris Carter.
Yeah.
Years ago, about 3 years ago. But the problem is that how much better could it possibly get? Because now you're. It's kind of like, I can think of it. I give an analogy like 2K versus NBA Live, right? Now NBA 2K was $20, right?
Yeah, that was like early 2000s.
Yeah, so it was $20, right?
Yeah.
NBA Live was the game, right?
That was the game.
So I'm gonna say that Undisputed is 2K, and NBA Live is First Take.
Yeah,
right?
That's how it's been.
Now you ready?
Yeah.
What happened? No, I'm gonna explain how it happened. We're gonna say it's the early years, right? So it's like this. By them changing out everything, like NBA Live started doing, what First Take is doing right now, it allowed Undisputed to go up and be better than it.
Yeah.
So that's what the problem is. Like, it don't matter who they get now. That show's probably gonna be going in the next 3-4 years.
Yeah.
And the reason why is, and I grew up watching First Take, Cold Pizza in high school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that's like, nigga, that's almost 20 years ago. So like, actually, it's 20 years ago. It is 20 years ago. Cause nigga, 20 years ago, I was 15. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have the same stuff anymore, and then it makes it extremely hard when you turn on Instagram and you can watch Baller's Life. You can watch all the clips from Baller's Life, or you know what I'm saying. You can watch all the stuff from Uncle Shannon's like clip pages. You don't really gotta even watch the full interview.
Club Shay Shay,
it's dope.
Fucking amazing.
It's dope. It's dope.
That shit is amazing.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you have all these media outlets that allow you to be better than. You know what I'm saying? And now, like with podcasting becoming like very prevalent, you know that still only 3% of people in the country listen to podcasts. You know what I'm saying? So like it's very limited. It has a high ceiling. But the thing is, like, people think that podcasting is TV shows and vice versa, and it's really not. You know
a lot of people are having a talk show than an actual podcast. But I mind my business. I don't like. I even got links.
How do you feel about that?
I honestly feel like people that record on Instagram to do a podcast, stop being cheap.
Invest in yourself
and say, hey guys, like, it's only this amount of money. Like, I want my listeners, I want my friends, my family to really take me serious. Take yourself serious. Invest in yourself.
Say that. The thing is
but yeah, no disrespect to everybody trying new shit, but going to IG and it's not the way. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to talk down on nobody that's pushing anything, but I seen people record on live, Instagram, podcasting, interface, mic, filter, headphones, computer.
But I think
I seen it. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Yeah,
no, look,
go ahead.
I'm not going to even go on my little rant.
No,
I just feel
do
like,
it. You just go ahead.
I just feel like, because I wasn't going to even go there.
You need to.
I don't need to go there. I just think that podcasting is everybody thinks that podcasting is picking up a microphone, just start talking, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to our new engineer, Brody. Appreciate you.
Man.
But it's just one of those things, like, we take this extremely seriously and extremely serious, and I think that this is an art. This is something that it has the capabilities to put you in a position to be successful, like, long term. Right? People think that putting a microphone in front of your face and just blotting out a bunch of gibberish without research and doing all this other stuff, just think that that's how you create a podcast. Or, you know, you're doing this, like, okay, I'm gonna do this weekly show, and then you do a panel, would you rather? I don't think that allows you to really open your eyes up to what a podcast can be. And the thing is, like, I remember when podcasting, like, we're gonna go back to like the Joe Rogan experience, like when it really first, like, it was in the nitty gritty. Or we can go back to before Joe Budden podcast was Joe Budden podcast. We'll call the podcast. We'll name it later. We'll name this podcast later. Like, this is stuff,
even Howard Stern.
But Howard Stern is like the grandfather of this shit. You feel me? Because, like, he was doing this shit and he was doing visuals and all this shit before it even really became a thing. You know what I'm saying? Having, like, these crazy guests on, like, the most abnormal people that you will ever see come out here and really just talk their shit. And the thing is, it's like, we think that, okay, I'm gonna start a podcast, and then, okay, cool, great. What's your podcast gonna be about? And when people ask me that, you know what happens? The inner me goes, you fucking idiot. And no, the inner me goes, you fucking idiot. And then I go, and then the other part of me goes, like, the professional side of me goes, okay, I'll just send you the link.
Yeah.
I'll just send you the link.
But that's how it is now. No, like, cause I don't like talk. I be telling people, like, yo, I'm gonna send you the link. You give me your honest opinion on how you feel, and that's it. I'll give about probably 3 little pieces. I say, yo,
We talk.
We spoke about media. We talk about sometimes sports. We talk about black culture, mental health, et cetera, et cetera. But go listen to it. Because I can't really give you, because we're just so original when we do shit. You don't go by topic by topic by topic by topic.
And that's the thing.
And it's like...
And that's the thing. I think the way... Because we had this conversation about podcasting and like how general podcasting is set up. And I just realized I don't want to do that shit. We sat there and we thought about it and we were like, all right, cool. I was like, yo, we should go subject by subject by subject because that's how podcasting is done.
Yeah.
And then you know what you said to me? You said that's how podcasting is done until it's not done like that anymore.
Yeah.
And I said, oh shit. That's how music is though.
Exactly.
That's literally how music is.
Music changes.
Because when music first started, when we were talking about rap, you were talking about punchlines. You like when the golden era was punchlines. It was riding the beat. It was staying inside that pocket. You know what I'm saying? And then you rhyme words, rhyme and syntax. You telling the story, right? You listen to the music now. It's more of cadence. Yeah. It's more feeling. It's more all those different things that encompass that emotion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer just about the lyrics.
It's never just a chorus, bars, a chorus, bars.
No. A lot of songs have taken the bridge out of it.
Yeah.
They've taken the bridge out of it.
Like, honestly, there's a lot of more creativity. A lot of more people are coming just with different ideas. They're not trying to be like or labeled as, you know, a rapper back in the days or somebody that's out
entertainer.
Now. Yeah.
I remember, like, you know what's so funny? Now being older, was it 5 years? 30 years old. I remember I would never forget Uzi's freestyle on what was it, Hot 97? I think it's like Rosenberg and
yeah.
So he was like yeah, and like he was like, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, dog, I'm not a rapper. Like I'm like, he was like, I'm a rock star, and like.
But the crazy part about it, I heard Uzi rap before.
He can rap.
He can rap.
But that's the thing. I was like, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh shit. And like when I first heard it, I was like, this nigga's so trash. Yeah. But then I started listening to Uzi's music for real.
Yeah,
my
Uzi's
cousin.
Music.
So my cousin.
Uzi's music is like.
My cousin AD comes in the car. He was like, yo, play that Uzi, and I was like, playing that shit in my fucking car.
Nigga said, play that Uzi.
He said, play that Uzi.
Play that sassy rap.
Right? And I was like, yo, bro. So me, I'm like this. I'm like, I ain't playing this shit. So I'm like, bro, the nigga play 7 a.m. As he started playing 7 a.m. and I'm like, this shit kind of hard, but I can't.
You can't.
I'm like, yo, this shit kind of hard, but I can't bump. This nigga gets out the car, nigga. By the time I got to Ramona, I was like this.
Yeah.
Like legit, like it's a different energy.
It's a vibe.
But then that's when I started to realize.
For most people, like a lot of people get into that vibe, and it's just the music world and how everything's been. Like everything is changing.
And that's
like,
what I'm saying.
I'm fine with that, as long as it ain't no goofy, tacky shit. Like they still got the goofy, tacky shit.
Like that op music, I can't do with op music, bro.
Get with it,
op music, all that shit about all shooting that, people.
I feel like the only person that has success with that kind of music was Pop Smoke.
He was, but then where's Pop Smoke?
That's what I'm saying.
And art imitates life. And God rest the dead. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like art imitates life, and a lot of times we speak a lot of things into like.
But Brooklyn drill and Chicago drill is different though.
It is, but it still has the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. The same premise, same thing. And with people speaking art imitating life, I'm always constantly thinking affirmations. People think that affirmations are just like, oh, I'm just gonna speak some positive shit into my life and it's gonna happen. Yeah. No, I'm not a Christian, but I'm a strong believer of like a lot of things they say, and it says in the Bible, faith without work is dead. So you can't pray for something and assume it's gonna happen without work. It's just simple.
Can't argue with that.
You know what I'm saying? It's just Allah, bro. I get down, I pray, I do my dua. You know what I'm saying? And I really just like, I get in my pocket and I'm like, okay, mentally, where do I want this to go? How do I want my day to go? How am I going to get better? And the only way I can get better is if I pray about it. But then once I get up off my knees, I say, listen, now it's time to go do that work. Definitely. It's time to put that time aside. It's time to really be really vigilant and push forward. And then like, you can't lose sight of who you are.
Definitely not. You can't.
You can't lose sight of who you are. And that's the thing. And then
I think a lot of people, they kind of get off track a little bit, just depending on what's going through with them in life. It tends to happen. Like, it's natural to fall off, just for a little bit. But you kind of like a lot of people like even with me, like I kind of realize when I'm not totally like when I'm not okay.
It's okay not to be.
Like, you feel me? Like, I know, like, even told you, like, yesterday, I wasn't okay.
But you called me immediately.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't okay, and I'm just sitting here, like, it wasn't that I was angry. I was just disappointed.
I think disappointment, I think I went through that personally as well. Is like, I remember going to jail, and my lady at the time, she literally, no, seriously, she, like, bro, I didn't tell her I went to jail.
Yeah.
And when I got out of jail.
Okay.
She bails me out, and I get in the car. And as I get in the car, it's just quiet. No music playing, no nothing. She drops me off at home. And I was like, thank you.
Did she ask for a talk, or she didn't?
No, I said, thank you. She said, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And she drives off. And I could literally feel my heart sinking into my stomach.
That sucks.
And the thing is, like,
that's what's her name? Yeah, that's the Sagittarius way.
And and when she said that, she came by the next day. She comes in the house. Cause she had the key to my house, so she comes in. She sits on the edge of the bed and she like rubs my feet, and I was like, "What's up?" She said, "Let's talk."
Okay.
And I said, "Okay."
Speak up.
And
yeah, you gotta speak up.
Nah,
Go ahead. Cause you know when you get in your little
zone.
Yeah. You gotta
so,
speak up a
so
little bit.
I'm like, okay, let's talk. So she goes, I'm not even mad. And like, she like looks at me dead in the face, and I'm half asleep.
Yeah.
She said, more than anything, I'm disappointed. And I just stopped, and like I could literally feel that same feeling, that same sinking feeling, go into my stomach. And she was just like, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust me enough to tell me the truth.
Right. And I think that's the blow, right? That's the kicker right there. Because she might have felt like in any other day besides that day, she felt like
she felt like she was my partner.
Yeah,
she felt like she was my homie.
But them times when she didn't find out, she felt like she didn't matter because you didn't come out and say nothing.
And that's why I said I can completely understand. And I said, my response to that was, I didn't want you to have the same look on your face you have right now.
Yeah.
She said, I wouldn't have the same look on my face. I would have a look of anger, but you would much rather me be angry and we fix it than to be disappointed and be in the place that I am now, because now I feel resentful. And now I have to reassess this relationship completely.
That's real shit, though.
And to this day, like, the reason why I'm the man I am to this day is because she said to me, in quote, what kind of woman would I be if I watch you destroy yourself and not say anything?
We need more women like that, though.
She said, I'd rather remove myself from the situation completely.
That's real shit.
Than to allow you to go down this rabbit hole. And she removed herself.
Yeah.
And I spent the better part of like years trying to fix myself for her. Not realizing I just need to fix myself for me.
Sometimes that's all it takes, my brother. It takes a little bit of self-polishing.
That's what I'm saying, and now it's like now the conversations between her and I are a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm still remorseful, but I'm still trying to find I'm looking for the old person that used to be there and realize, damn, I grew too.
Yeah.
So I can't look for the same person that was there because she's no longer there. So what I left, or what she left me at, I can't come back and say, hey, listen, I'm back, because we not at the same place no more. So her logic, her understanding of life, and her perception of life is way different now than versus, you know? Yeah. So she's like, my expectations of who you are now are not the expectations I had before, because,
you know, time progressed.
And I don't see it like that.
Yeah.
I seen you as my husband. I don't see you like that no more. Now, not saying I can't get back to that place with you.
Yeah.
But I don't see you like that right now. But I still connect with you on a deeper level. She said to me, if none of this shit would have happened in your life and it was just about love, me and you would still be together.
I think it was more about honesty. And
that's what I said. And that's why I think I harp on.
Because I think some women confuse that too. Because even when you cheat, they kind of confuse what you used to do You know what I'm saying? And it's like they like that's me. I could be that loving, caring guy. I could be that that provider. I could give you all of that. And once you start the fuck up, that's when the disappointment comes in. It's like, oh, but why you didn't tell me this, or why you didn't just tell me this how you felt in those times? For some men, it's hard because I feel like even to this day, even when I did what I did, I feel like she still wouldn't understand it.
No, but see, a lot of times men when they cheat for opportunity. Men are just fucking just because they're fucking. Yeah. Right? When women cheat,
you don't fuck to fall in love. Women do.
Boom. Boom. Cause like
when a woman fuck another man, like I feel like even that shit that I seen with 21 Savage when he was on Made Out with the Game, like if a female really go out and go bang a dude, my nigga, like it's just like, yo, bro, like cuz got all the access to your shit. If your queen go out there and go bang on some other man, he got all access to your shit.
And that's why I feel like finding somebody while you on the come up is probably the best thing because you ain't got shit. Like, you feel me? Like I could think of like
bro, that's your queen. You the king of the castle. She going out to go get some of that. You know what I mean?
She out here giving mouth hugs.
That's
and shit.
what I'm saying.
I wish I was dealing with somebody.
And then you look at it like this. When it comes to relationships, who leads first?
But see, that's what I said on a previous episode.
Who leads first?
A man is not allowed to leave a relationship. Why are you fucking laughing?
It's real. I'm laughing because it's so fucking real. Like, yo, a man can't leave. We really gotta leave. If we do leave, we're gonna have to. It's gonna be some consequences and repercussions.
That's what I'm saying.
We can't just leave with a clean slate.
No.
And just all right. You gonna watch him on Saturday? I watch him on Monday. It's never that. No. It's a letter in the mail. Hey, sir, you've been served. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying.
Because I really went through that, so I understand.
I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, like, a man is not when it comes to relationships, a man is not allowed to lead a relationship. Yeah. And what I mean by that is like emotionally, if a man's over a relationship, he's emotionally over a relationship, he can't walk out. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because that girl's gonna gripe and complain and tell you all the shit she did for you and why you can't leave.
Why you can't leave?
Right? And then you know what you do? Okay. I'm gonna try to work it out. Let her say she wanna leave.
She out that door.
And you be like, yo, all this shit we did together, we grinded it out. I don't care. I just don't love you like that no more. I'm not in love with you no more. I'm gone.
You gotta figure out what you gonna do because da 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 da. Like, you feel me? Just how it goes.
It's just the way it's created, and we gotta like for the men out there that's actually decent, we gotta protect ourselves.
We definitely gotta protect ourselves. We definitely gotta do that, man.
I just feel like when we're vulnerable, and the thing is, women spend so much time trying to break down the psychosis of what a man is and who that man is, and then once they get who they really are, they start to dig deep and finally let go. That man let go and say, here, you know what? I'm no longer holding on to this. You can have the other half of me. They be like, oh shit, yo, this might be too much. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Yeah. And then they be like, and they kind of get real shifty, and they start acting a little different. You know what I'm saying? And then you be like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just one of those things. Like I think, especially like men, like where a person is raised on love and struggle. Yeah. Love versus struggle is a different thing.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because it's like when but love and struggle, like especially when you growing up with your folks, it's like, especially if you ain't got no damn father figure at home, it's like your mom is like, you know, playing both parties, and it's just like you gotta stick it through. You gotta just find different ways to kind of heal you. That's what I was saying before the last part. I was just like, yo, when you growing up in a single family home, like, you know, the son or the daughter, they face trauma a little bit from all of that.
Yeah, because my mom would probably never say it, but like I became the man of the house. Like I was more like, when people like a lot of men don't see that, but after I say this, you're gonna be like, oh shit, because the father's missing out the house, right? The most responsible male in the house becomes the father. So a lot of like the understanding and the feelings and the emotion that goes into being the father, as well as being the equally yoked partner, like that's put on the son. So like a lot of times, like the arguments that you might have with your mother is very reminiscent of something that she would have had with your father. Because the father's not there, and because you're the most responsible, you're gonna have those same type of emotions. You follow? So, like, yeah, you're not having all the physical things that go with being the husband, but you're treated as such.
Definitely.
So from a financial standpoint, from an emotional standpoint, you're just not having that awkward relationship.
Yeah, and I feel like it kind of puts us in the tough spot because we gotta grow up fast. We can't live the childhood that we wanted to have, or just picture or just imagine of, or just going to hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
When you 15, 16 years old, I don't even feel like we should be having a job at that time. We should just be experiencing life, and everything coming at us. Getting activities, being a part of basketball teams, football teams, females cheerleading, anything, chess club, any club, anything you're dealing with, just in a children environment. Like, a lot of kids are not, like, when we grew up in like in YO, a lot of niggas grew up off the streets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, all the shit that I learned, like, I wasn't born.
Like,
I wasn't born in Yonkers.
Brooklyn, it was the same shit. When I was living in Brooklyn, when I was living in Queens, I was staying in SouFside.
Copy.
Same shit, bro. I used to see fights all the time.
And that's what I'm
going
saying.
to Renaissance Middle, bro. Like, literally, blood, Crip niggas, like,
just giving it up.
Little niggas, bro. Little niggas, bro. Like, and this shit is wild to me. And it's like, yo, where's the structure, cuz?
And that's the thing. Like, I came from a household where I lived with my grandmother. We were in the church all the time. And then we went from there to live with my mother. We was living in the projects. Yeah. You feel me? And then I got exposed to the hood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then as I started to grow up, like, I wasn't born in Yonkers, but I was raised in Yonkers, bro. So everything that is me, like, I love where I'm from. I would never discredit where the fuck I'm from, because I love where I'm from. I love Yonkers to the death of me. Yeah. You feel me? But with everything that being said, bro, like, it's a gritty, it's a gritty city, bro. It's just different, and it molds you different, and it hardens you that you can't feel certain emotions. You feel me? So, like I see a lot of my brothers that left and went back, and, like, they're hardened, bro. They don't have those emotions. And the thing is, the best part of, like, me is me leaving. And the reason why is because I learned how to emotionally deal with shit. I understand that my mental health is more important than anything else. There was a time in my life, and I will forever feel hurt. I'm ashamed of it. But there was a time in my life I didn't talk to my daughter for 8 months, bro, because my mental was so fucked up. I didn't want to expose her to that. And I couldn't get bro, there was a time I just drank every day and smoked every night, and I couldn't conceptualize, like, I just wanted to be around women. I wanted to numb the pain because I didn't know what to feel.
Oh, that was your Instagram live days.
I was smoking hookah like I was smoking hookah like a bad bitch.
That was your Instagram live days.
I was smoking hookah like a bad bitch.
Nigga over there smoking hookah like a diva, boy. But look what happened to my man. I was looking at this nigga like,
but legit, like, I really became a different dude, and then I realized, like,
that's what Atlanta do to you, man.
Man, listen. I left Atlanta. Atlanta make you real zesty, dog.
Yo,